What would the win do for you guys?
Excuse me?
What did the win do for you guys?
No, I mean, we're in the process of building our team. We have a new team. I think we're learning a lot about ourselves. We're learning about what our roles are, learning about what our freshmen are ready to do right now. I suppose we feel like they're very capable of continuing to develop and understand what we're trying to do as a team. So we're 500 right now. Obviously, we feel like we put this together a schedule that really would challenge us early on. I mean, I think that's important for us. Going into SEC play, we want to make sure that we have, really good tests, and I think we've had that so far, and we'll continue to have it this week and as we, finish out the month of December.
What is the biggest challenge with VCU?
Defensively, I think for them, they're a really good defensive team in the country. They're one of their ranking is probably top 20 defensive team right now. So, and that's who they've been. I mean, they put a lot of pressure on you from the standpoint of having to, full court pressure, running at you, running, jumping, doing those different type of things. So it's just a matter of us taking care of the ball. I think that's the key to playing VCU, being able to get to the half court set. I mean, if you're able to get to the half court without turning the ball over, then they play man to man. But before that, they're going to try to put pressure on you. They got guys that are handsy, that are aggressive. They close down passing lanes really, really fast. So we got to be prepared to handle that. And if we handle that and play defense the way we're capable of, then I think we have a great chance.
Are you anticipating another low-scoring game like last season?
We hope not. I think we just that was one of the games where we're going back and look at it. We just held on to the ball a little too much. I think it's kind of tough when you're primary ball handler and your primary scorer is the same one against a team like that. And I think we're a little different team now that our primary ball handler isn't necessarily our primary. He's capable of having scoring nights, but he's not our primary scorer. So I think that should bode a little better for us than it did last year. But again, like I said, it's going to be a tough game. It's going to be in a hostile environment, and that's what we want to get those tests early on for.
What is the status of all the players who've been sick?
Everybody's getting healthier. I mean, not everybody's back totally full strength, but again, it's that season. The flu is going around. We've had guys that, like other teams, we've been hit with it a little bit. With some key guys, but we've had some guys step up. In the meantime, and hopefully we continue to get guys back healthy. Not only just from the flu, but Trey practiced a little bit yesterday. Hopefully he didn't have any setbacks, so could be a possibility of seeing him this week as well. But it's just kind of day to day right now.
Any injury updates after California?
No, that was just the injury update. Again, I think Trey is back a little bit. I think Paul is still a ways away. He was dealing with the flu. He was dealing with the concussion. He was still having some concussion symptoms. So we just got to, with that stuff, you always want to err on the side of being extra precautious. So we want to make sure that he's, back healthy, feeling really good before we, introduce him back into what we're doing. But again, it's a great opportunity for some other guys to step up while he's out, because even though he's a freshman, he's a guy that we, pretty much penciled him in as the backup point guard because of his ability to grasp what we're doing and his ability to step up and make shots. So I hate that he's missing this valuable time and getting this valuable experience of playing in these games. So hopefully we'll get him back sooner rather than later. But at the same time, we're going to err on the side of making sure we do what's best for him.
Obviously, Tyler Morris is a guy you've had a lot of confidence in throughout the offseason. How encouraging is it to see kind of the last week he's had, and what's the key for him moving forward to keep up those type of performances?
I just think, Tyron just has to continue to be focused. I think that's the key with a lot of our guys when they're focused and they're engaged and they're doing what they need to do on the defensive end. Things tend to go their way on the offensive end, and he's very capable. I think continuing to put the ball in his hands, to be able to be a playmaker for himself, getting downhill, which he's very good at, but being a playmaker for others. I think he has the size and the ability to be able to make plays over the top to our bigs, to see guys that are open on the weak side. He can get out in transition and do some things for us, but I was really proud of how he defended. Last game he stepped up and guarded the other team's best player and best scorer. Did he get a stop every time? No, but did he challenge him every time? And I think that's what we're looking for, and he's been doing a really good job of that.
I don't know if we've talked to you since signing day. What do you kind of think about your incoming class and what those guys can bring?
No, I think we have a great signing class. I mean, we're excited about being able to have a local product like Isaiah West coming in, and at that point guard spot again, it gives us a different dynamic. He's a combo guard. He's a scorer. He can get in the paint. He can make shots. But I think his toughness, his approach, is really what stood out to me. Just being a serious guy. As an 18-year-old, he's serious about what he's coming here to do. He's serious about his education. JQ, I don't think we've recruited an athlete like him yet. So it's just good to be able to get a guy like that in the stable that can play inside out. He's like, whether he's a 3-4 or 4-3. I think he's going to fit the bill for us and what he do. And Carter, he's another big. Losing Liam, having another smart guy that can play on the post with his back to the basket as well as make plays for other people. It fits right into what we do. And on top of that, they're just great kids, and I think that's, the first and foremost for us. We want extremely talented players, as talented as we can get, but we want great kids that are coming here that know that they're going to face some adversity, that's willing to withstand that adversity and continue to grow and be the best, players and citizens that they can be. So, and I think all three of those guys fit that bill.
What would the win do for you guys?
Winning against Fresno State was big. Obviously, you go into that tournament. There's one team that's going home 0-2. We were pretty determined not to be that team, and I think it was a testament to our toughness and our grit that, we were able to pull out that game despite all the injuries and illness we had going on.
What are you seeing out there? You had a pretty good game.
Yeah, I think our team's pretty unselfish. We've been unselfish, but now we're just kind of finding a rhythm. We're getting studio open looks. Tyron's been playing really well for us. When Joe Wright and Ezra are on the court, obviously they're a big different. They make a big impact on defense as well as on the offensive end. So I think we're just kind of starting to find our rhythm and really gelling as a group.
Have you looked at VCU? At anything that they do?
Yeah, they're obviously a really talented team. They're a tough team. They force a lot of turnovers. They're going to try and speed us up. So it comes back to that toughness, that grit. We got to stay to our game. Play at the pace we want to play and not let them dictate it.
Started off the first two games averaging 3.5 points a game, and since then I've averaged 15. What's kind of changed for you since then?
I think I've been a little bit more aggressive, just getting to the basket. But a lot of it, my teammates have just gotten me good looks. A lot of the baskets I got were drop-off dunks, or I caught it really deep in the post, and it was kind of easy for me to get to my spots I wanted to get to make my shots. So that's pretty much all that's changed. Since
Jordan Wright got hurt in the second game, everyone else seemed to step up. What do you think kind of this team's identity is offensively, to where all you guys can contribute on any given night? How valuable do you think that is?
Very valuable. We have a lot of talent, especially our younger guys. You might not have seen it a lot because we do have some older guys, but Colin Smith, Malik Dia, Lee Dort, Noah Shelby, and the others, they can all step up and knock down a lot of shots. So, they're going to be a fun group to watch, and we're going to rely on them come SEC play. So seeing them step up in those moments is huge.
You've had a lot of success defensively, obviously. How do you think that you've been able to anchor this defense?
My whole career I've been kind of a shot blocker. I've been relied on to be kind of like the last line of defense, when people come to the rim. And so that's just something here I've kind of carried over from, where I've been at previously.